Okay, so just check if we are live. Shivoy, if you can check. You're live? All right, welcome back, viewers. Sorry for the intermission, unexpected intermission. And there was a slight disconnection of internet at my end. So we are going to continue. And please ramp up and let your friends and family know. Now, this is not any closed view. It's an open view. Anybody can view. So do spread the link to your friends and family also, anybody you know on your social channels. Please spread the link. It's an open to all view from right now till tomorrow 12 a.m. All right, so let's go and continue with our next round. And I think we'll be restarting that round that we had left off. Pilots, please join quickly. Okay, you're joined in. And let's say we'll tune in these pilots to the same colors. And also rhythm is going to come in at red. Okay, guys, locking the server. Guys, can I have your attention, please? We are going to start the race now. Round. Okay, round 2, we're going to restart. Okay, get on your podium at the count of less than 5. There you go. We are resuming the competition out here from round number 2 after a slight interruption out here. And we are right now following Napster and Ouroboros. There's a tough competition out there already. Look at that. Napster really ruling the track right now. Looks like he's got some already practice going in that intermission that happened and really was able to capitalize on that. But Crude FPV, from nowhere has Crude FPV come along, right? Astronaut FPV, let's see where he is right now with the FPV viewpoint, astronaut and Napster. He should be very, very close to Napster at the moment, unless both of them are at gate. Both of them are exactly at the same gate, and very interesting competition that we have to watch between Napster and astronaut. Napster at gate number 6, astronaut. Oh, both of them at the same gate now. Wow, an astronaut has taken away the lead from Napster. So now we have to stick to Napster until he goes behind astronaut. Now, astronaut, you can see there, he is right now leading Napster on the far end of the track out there. And he just completed his intersection. Very smooth camera views we're going to show you. Trying to cover all the angles out here with astronaut. Look at that, beautiful. And it's very easy to control as well. Just use your arrow keys. And people who were there yesterday for learning about Velocidrone already know about this. So you can put as many cameras as you need, and accurately, the cameras automatically track the pilots. That's the beauty of this. Again, welcome viewers to our live broadcast. This is an open for all view, no longer restricted. And please share the link across all your social channels to all your friends and families across the world. We want to reach and inspire as many young people and pilots to join the movement out here of drone racing in India and really make our next events and the coming very, very nice. And then Napster right now, let's follow him back. Right now is completing the track, and Rhythm FPV is right now in position number 4. So Crude FPV is at gate number 9. So gate number 29, he completed. Rhythm FPV also completed, and Ouroboros, for some reason, Ouroboros was left in the soil out there, and pilot of his caliber, do not expect him to come right behind everybody else. But in the meantime, it's yeah, it was really unfortunate for him because he really was doing well before the disconnection, but such things happen. We cannot do anything about it. And so, uh, what we have on your score sheet right now is astronaut with 1 minute and 49 seconds with 587 milliseconds. And also we have Napster at 2 minutes and 04 seconds with 640 milliseconds. Finally, let's go with Ouroboros, 3 minutes. Wow, a long, long journey for Ouroboros to complete this track. I think he was just, relaxing out there because he knew that he was eventually going to come in the end. Might as well take more time. And crude FPV, 2 minutes, 36 seconds, and 550 milliseconds. And finally, rhythm, 2 minutes, 41 seconds, and 331. So yeah, we are in good shape now after the break, and hopefully all of you are recharged as well. We are now into the round number 3 of this pro qualifiers. So pilots, let's get ready at the count of less than 5, round number 3, right in front of you. Takeoff is from the pilots. Let's see who's going to come in the lead right away. Ouroboros, he is going to prove himself as a champion. He's going to really establish a good timing record for himself. That's important for him because he really is not very, very happy with his last performance. This time he's going to cut out every other player out of the competition right now. And look at that. He's far away into the lead. Only other player right now chasing him from behind is Napster. So look at that. Napster is seeing Ouroboros right in his front view. And we can see the close competition now from the third person view. Look at that. Both Napster and Ouroboros. What a competition between these two pilots. Ouroboros slightly extending his lead right now. And let's see if we can view it from another angle out here for Ouroboros and get probably closer to his point of view. Really is exciting to see how these pilots drive their drones all around the track, especially these curvy tracks that are going in and out on this night track. Night tracks sometime can if the lights are too bright, can make pilots, blind in the eye for their FPV. But this one is just lightly and correctly lit so that, it's very, very warm in the colors that are picked. There are bright LEDs where it's needed. So just a perfect design out there. And again, Ouroboros continues to dominate out there for the rest of the competition. Astronaut, I actually thought that he was going to do a little bit better out here, but he should be accelerating as well now. And Napster is the one that he's chasing at the moment. Meanwhile, crude FPV and rhythm, rhythm is still in lap number 2. So let's tune into the first person view of Napster FPV. And there you go. He's completed his lap. So will astronaut in some quick time. It's about 31 gates totally. So after 31 gates, you come back to the start gate. So the start and the finish gate are the same. So that particular ping gate that you see, that's the start gate. And then finally, crude FPV and the remaining pilot. So the scoring so far is 1 minute and 40 seconds with 412 milliseconds. For Ouroboros, astronaut is at 2 minutes and 15 seconds and 444 milliseconds, and Napster at 1 minute and 57 seconds and 250 milliseconds. Crude FPV at 2 minutes, 28 seconds, and 211 milliseconds. Finally, rhythm coming in just right now, 2 minutes and 44 seconds and 043 milliseconds. There you go. So last round pilots, without any further ado, let's go on the podium at the count of less than 5. Right now following crude, and we'll see who is in the lead. That's the pilot that we will follow. Astronaut taking over the competition right now. And we will have to also speed up the display out here to make it even more gorgeous in view. So we are at the ultimate settings right now. Napster FPV, let's see how the track looks from his eyes. And astronaut actually, Napster and astronaut, both of them are really competing. These two, men that are really behind each other. They're really sucking the blood out of each other right now. No one is giving up away any of his lead. They are chasing till the last breath, and very determined set of pilots right now. And that's the beauty of these pilots. And I've seen time and time again these pilots come back from behind from virtually no chance possible, and they are, they have won major events. Uh, Similarly, let's see where Rhythm FPV is. Rhythm FPV, another pilot who qualified from the beginners race tonight, and given the beginners level, he is doing fantastic right now, I would say. Look at that. He's just acing the pro track. For a quality of beginners level, he's already intermediate pro, I would say, between the intermediate and pro levels right now. I mean, he's already pro, but he's a little bit on the lower side of pro, but he will catch up very quickly. And then we have astronaut. Let's count him in over here. Back again, astronaut versus Napster is the game, is a story of the night so far. But Napster is really struggling right now until he really puts himself in that fifth gear right now behind astronaut and not able to get through in time. 4 seconds behind astronaut. That's a little disappointing for him. And let's switch our eyes back to rhythm and the other pilots out there. So FPV view of rhythm, and somehow we had issues. Ouroboros was not able to take off, so Ouroboros does not count in this round. And astronaut is, let's see his timing out there at 1 minute and 48 seconds, 0.16 milliseconds. Finally, we have Napster at 1 minute at 52 seconds and 707 milliseconds. And Crude at, we just have to see him. And Rhythm and Napster, right? So, all right, so that was the thing. Astronaut at 148, Crude at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and 218, and 253, 807. Got it. So that's the thing. Sorry, it's inverted. Yeah, it's inverted. 253 for Crude and 807, 230, 218. All right, so round 4 is also done for slot number C. Now we go back into slot number A, and pilots, we will be unlocking the server now. So pilots from slot number C, please leave the server right away so that we can get ahead with the rest of the 4 rounds that are remaining for slots A, B, and C. Welcome viewers once again. After that disconnection that happened, we are live and we are public now. Everybody is free to view. So please share this link across your friends and family. All right, so the next ones that are coming in are Oni, 25 milliwatts, Nishant, Shady, Cryptomite, and Eagle FPV. Again, a very exciting cracker of a competition you will see always between Oni and Shady. The rest of the pilots, please get away from the server. If you're not out of the server within 2 minutes, you will be disqualified for a round. So please leave the server right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. So we are in there right now, and let's make sure everybody is flying and assign them the proper colors: magenta, green, yellow, red, and this one will be blue. Right, let's put it at blue and then sign for Nishant. Right, we are ready and locking the server now. No disconnections will be accepted. And let's start the game right now, pilots, on your round number 5 coming up for slot number 1. On the podium, everyone, game starts in less than 5. Tuning in to the front eye view of Nishant, you can see all the other pilots zooming ahead of him right now, Nishant. And let's see who is in the lead. And Shady and Oni are always a delight to look. And look at that. Oni, Shady might have given just a little bit of a leeway. Nishant quick to capitalize on that. But Shady really coming back also once again into this race. It's not easy to hang on like that, but Shady is proving to be a pilot of metal that he is, and Oni FPV is about a gate away, so we should be seeing Oni FPV behind Shady anytime right now. And look at that, Oni FPV really behind the tail. Look at that, both of them at the same gates right now, both of them back to back. This is such a thriller. I mean, when these pilots get going in the groove at the same gate, it's a thriller. And Oni and Shady, sometimes Shady and sometimes Oni. These are the two names at the very top right now. Wow, it's just so amazing to watch them. If we take a look at the first person view of Shady, and now if we take a look at the first person view and Oni and Shady, look at that, 16. But looks like Shady has just beaten Oni out there with a couple gates. At the moment, anything can happen as we cover the tail end of this track. Shady should be able to get into the momentum as we expected and stay that way. So Shady, yep, Shady has completed. So the challenge is now between Nishant and 25 milliwatts, because those are the pilots that are looking good, while Cryptomite and Eagle Eye still on lap number 2. And Nishant has also completed his lap. Only pilots remaining are Cryptomite and Eagle Eye. So let's get counting with these pilots. That will help us. All right, so round number 5, the scoring goes like Oni is 135, 168. And then we have 25 milliwatts at 157, 396. Then we have Nishant at 153, 720. And Shady, the top of the rack out there, 1 minute 33 seconds and 031 milliseconds. So Cryptomite is 2 minutes 53, 357. Still waiting for Eagle Eye to complete his round, but that should be really quick now. So there you go. On your screen, you can see at the bottom left, and we will be updating that display as well in some time before we start the next round. All right, so round number 5 is complete. We'll go ahead and fix that leaderboard display, and we will interact with the screen. All right, and let's take it away at Class A. Right. There you go. And that's the scoring so far for Class A, Slot A. SAH score, we lock it up. All right, good to go with that. And now, pilots, we're going to start The next round, round number 6, coming up in front of you. Get ready on the podium, and we fly in less than 5. Pilots taking off at the same time. A rainbow of colors out there. Right now, Shady and Oni. Once again, we are seeing them at very, very close gates out there. Look at that. Virtually, it looks like the same quad is flying in its duplicate version. Right now, Shady is a little bit ahead of Oni, but Oni quick to know that he wants to make a little bit of headway towards Shady. Maybe not in this lap, but further away, at least into lap number 3, he has to stay close to Shady. That's when he will be able to really throttle it and make up for the difference. So look at that, and Oni having a little bit. Oh, and Oni now is in the lead right now. Oni recharging it quickly as well. And Shady, and let's see now, Shady is behind Oni. Oni well into the lead out here. So just to get a display of where Shady and Oni are with respect to each other, we'll try to twist the views out here. Oh, and Oni has a little bit of a crash and look at that. Nishant has capitalized on Shady right now. Nishant is doing pretty well. Look at that. Now he's getting closer to Oni, so it's between Nishant and Oni at the very top for positions 1 and 2 out there. Shady is left in the dust for just a few seconds, but he should be coming back. Look at that. Shady has really taken up from Nishant. He is a competitor. Once he finds that space, look at that, how he took that space. Just that little bit of a space that Nishant left away was very strict on Nishant, and Shady really ruled him out for position number 2. And 25 milliwatts. Let's look at what's happening with 25 milliwatts. We will keep it that way. Kryptonite and Eagle Eye are still flying with him. So let's get scoring right away with the next round timings. And this is going to be Oni at 132 to 79. And 25 milliwatts at 202 107. Nishant at 137 555. Shady at 136 351. Kryptomite at 243 and 098 as we wait for the last one, Eagle Eye. So just to again remind you, all of you, that this is an open visibility platform now. Anybody can view this race. Also, we'll be having 11 people directly qualifying into the semifinals. Once again, please note, pilots, as I had mentioned earlier, there was a correction. 11 pilots will be qualifying into the semis directly, and 1 pilot from the B mains will be qualifying along with the semifinalists. So let's record the time for Eagle Eye, 2 minutes and 58 seconds with 109 milliseconds. All right, we're ready for round number 7. This will be the first group that will be completing and heading towards that completion of 8 rounds. And welcome viewers once again who are joining us. We're about to start the round number 7. Let's get ready on the podium, boys, because your race starts in less than 5. There you go. Oni in the lead, Shady behind him. Always a cracker to see both of these pilots moving behind each other. And this time we have, as you would have noticed, if you have seen our SAH races, we are now putting a box around these pilots so they are easier to spot and know who is flying where. That is a great improvement in our feed out here. And Shady right now. So let's look at Shady. Shady is drilling it up there, going straight through the gates as normally as he could. Absolutely no hush right now because he knows he's far ahead into the competition. Look at Oni. Oni is really down out there, but Oni should be recovering. Nishant and Oni now. Nishant and Oni, look at that. And Nishant is has to play it cool out here because Oni is coming back from behind towards Nishant. And if that gets closer, if Oni gets closer to Nishant, then Nishant probably will need to do something very, very soon about it. Right now, look at that. As I said, just 2 gates away now, Oni behind Nishant. He is putting in up on the hot tail, and we will have quite a match on hand, especially between Oni and Oni has taken up the lead. Oni has now recovered his second position, and Nishant will have to really, really capture the flag now if he has to boost it up from here. But Oni looks such in good shape. As we have seen Oni time and time again, he has this knack of coming back at the very last lap and just take away the win from anybody out there. He will keep them confused. He will, keep them as if like you are in the blind view mirror, right? So Oni is like in the blind view mirror of a pilot, and the pilot doesn't know that Oni is coming up, but then Oni comes in and just he takes over. So that's how is the competition right now with 25 milliwatts. 25 milliwatts and Kryptomite. Well, Kryptomite is a little too far away, so is Eagle Eye. So let's get counting. With the score line, we have Oni at 145. He'll be disappointed a little bit as compared to Shady. He was not up to the mark and the standards that he sets for himself. But 25 milliwatts, I think we have, well, 25 milliwatts wouldn't also be really happy with his performance because this is his not his best timing so far. So that is not encouraging for 25 milliwatts. Also, Nishant, 1 minute and 54 with 775. And then we have Shady at 1 minute 27 206. And then we have Kryptomite at 258 and 644. Still waiting for the last one to come in. Eagle Eye should be completing it right now. And getting the timing for him, 3 minute 29 seconds and 957 milliseconds. All right, pilots, this is your last and final round to make it or break it and have a chance to enter the semifinals or the B mains, anything as it goes. So the first lot will be completed officially. We are at 11:44 local time, and let's go straight in now with round number 8, starting the competition in less than 5. Request the second B slot to be ready to come in. All right, there you go. We are catching up. Let's catch up with Shady. He is in the lead. He is the person to look out for, and the pilot crossing in through that intersection pink gate, coming now into the corkscrew. Beautiful gate that is to watch, and this time on the farther end of the track. Let's try to cover him from another angle. Shady is just increasing his difference with respect to the other pilots. Not even Nishant is close at this point. Nishant is right there, but Oni is now behind and over Nishant. Look at that. Oni has just come in, and if you just look at how close these pilots are, look at that. The view that you will see is how the ground level is actually looking like. Oni in that position right now, and Shady. So is Shady. Shady FPV, a talented pilot, of course. I mean, he deserves all the dues out here and deserves his first position. But Oni has done considerably well as well. So would be interesting at the end of the round 8s. Would be really interesting to see who amongst Oni and Shady has really dominated it throughout and stayed consistent. Right now, Nishant, if we follow, he is trying to get behind Oni, keep him hot on his tails, and 25 milliwatts right now is a little lagging behind. Kryptomite is way too far into the lap number 2. On FPV should be completing his laps on the finish line anytime right now as we speak, and Nishant FPV is also going to complete his laps with 25 milliwatts, trying to blast away, but it is maybe a little bit too late for 25 milliwatts. Right now, Cryptomite is also trying to gain all the momentum he can. Again, Cryptomite viewers, he's a beginner, and given the beginner qualification into the pros, he has done very, very well and amazing, amazing Cryptomite. So really proud of the beginners who have competed in the pros, have shown top class pro level quality definitely in them. So we'll start counting. It's right now with Shady at 1 minute and 28, 894 is the one who won that. And then was Oni at 1 minute and 37, 361. Let's go with 25 milliwatts. So the scoring of 2 minutes, 07, and then finally 521 milliseconds. Nishant coming in at 1 minute 41 and 628. And finally Cryptomite at 2 minutes and 39 seconds and 036 milliseconds. And Eagle Eye, not sure what happened to him. Okay, so that's what we had. All right, guys, that's what we have on the score line. Let's see. All right, so we'll score the Eagle Eye's last thing. I think he left the server before I could record his score. So we'll catch that up from the live stream, nevertheless. All right, so pilots, please leave the server, those who are done. And congratulations, slot A, thank you so much. The server is open now. Please join in, slot number B. We'll be continuing with rounds 5 and 8 for slot number B right now. All right, viewers, those who want to be acquainted with what's going on, tonight we had a beginners qualifiers. They qualified, three qualified into the pros, and then we have the pro qualifiers going on right now. And we are towards almost the tail end of the second half right now with slot number B, round 5 to round 8 coming up, round 5 up next. So let's set the colors for these pilots. Cyan, red, we go with colors that we can distinguish clearly. So that's why we set green. Let's keep this to white. IDRL is white, and Devnath is magenta, and we'll be having a blue color in there somewhere for the contrast. All right, looks good. And just need to set Dabata to flying. Looking good. Where is the other pilot? I think Turbo. Okay, Turbo is also in. 2, 3. Well, we are seeing 5 pilots. Where is Gremlin? Is Gremlin in here? Gremlin, you have less than 2 minutes to join in, please. Otherwise, you will be disqualified for the rest of the rounds. Okay, 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining for Gremlin, please. So there is a timer of 2 minutes total within which the pilots have to join the server. Still waiting for Gremlin. Not able to see him. Gremlin, please come over and join in. Yeah, he's joining in. So thank God the Gremlin has joined in well before the 2 minutes ran out for him. And we'll set him to yellow. So all good. Flying, everybody's flying. Okay, pilots. Now let's go. Gremlin, please do not change your color. You have been doing that quite often. Please do not do that. You'll be disqualified for changing your color. So hold on. All right. So flying, flying, flying. All right, we're locking the server now. And we'll be starting the race. All right, pilots, get ready on your hot seats in the podium, and we'll be flying in less than 5. Tuning in to the third person view with Dabata, the captain of the Kalinga Krakens as well. Devnath right now in the lead in the magenta color, looking bright and fast in his top class TBS spec quad. Devnath flying, leading the pack right now. Right behind him is Dabata. Devnath also captains Team ZDR from Jaipur, and we were hoping to see some of the other members as well, you know, in his team compete at this IDRL-VIT. So that's for Devnath, but looks like we can switch our eyes to Dabata. Dabata looks a little bit far away right now. We're trying to catch some competition going between Hornet and Dabata probably. But Dabata and Devnath are getting close right now. Yeah, that is definitely what's going on right now. And let's see how far. And Dabata has taken over Devnath. Wow, what an amazing. Devnath fell away. Looks like he crashed into somewhere. And Hornet right now is really capitalizing on that one, because Dabata really flew back from behind. He was not expecting Devnath to crash in, but Devnath would be recovering also, trying his best. Lap number 3, gate number 4 he's on. He's about 10 gates away from Dabata. And Dabata trying his best to maintain that discipline that he has been cultivating as you know, the captain, and all uh, the pressure also he has handled. He's quite a mature pilot. So Dabata completes first in this race. Hornet, and I think one of the pilots was disconnected for some reason, so there'll be a no scoring for that pilot. Anand has completed. We'll be waiting in for Gremlin FPV and watching him from the third person view as we pitch in for the timings. Devnath coming in at 1 minute 46 and 8:21, and Dabata coming in at 1:38 7:53. So Devnath was really up in the first position. Gremlin is still to complete. Anand is up at 1 minute 51 seconds and 176 milliseconds. Hornet at 1 minute 46 and 783. And finally, Turbo. All right, so looks like Turbo disconnected again. Is having internet connection issues, so we'll be not scoring for Turbo now, unless he joins in for the next round. But the server is locked, so yeah, we can still allow him after this round. If Turbo, if you're available, please let me know. But we're going to only wait for 30 seconds, Turbo, for your call in. Turbo, you're waiting. We are waiting. Can you join in still to the server so that we can unlock it? You're 30 seconds on the clock, please, till the next round starts. All right, nothing from Turbo as I see. He's also disconnected from Discord, is where. Okay, you can join in. Please join in fast. Please join in fast right now. Okay, unlocking the server. Hold on. Okay, join in, please. And disable that speaker. I'm getting a feedback. Okay, we set color for you, blue. Yes, yes, do not worry about that. Take some time. Okay, ready to fly, guys. Wait, we just want to record Gremlin's time out here. Finish that. Okay, whoever is having that speaker on, please disable it. I'm getting an echo of my voice. All right. So, round number 6, pilots, let's go at the count of less than 5. Really a long night out here, a long and thrilling night. It's been a fantastic competition so far, and it's been improving every now and then. And Turbo seems to have been again kicked out, seems to have major issues with his internet connection. But nevertheless, let's see Dabata. And Dabata beautifully flying in his first person view. That's Dabata's view. And right behind him is Anand. So let's watch where Anand is with respect to Dabata. Well, it would be interesting to watch Hornet and Anand. They are exactly on the same gate. Look at that. They are chasing each other at the moment. Anand is right at the hot tail of Hornet. And oh my God. And Hornet, for a moment there, he took over. And Anand was left behind in the dust. But Anand coming back in, where, oh my God, there is some competition coming in, and Devnath, the surprise package out here. He'll be climbing quickly now. The Bata has to be alert because there is a danger on the way. There is definitely danger. When Devnath comes along like that and speeding across, you have to be all ears up. Look at that. The difference is closing in. He is closing in a major, major difference out here. And that's the class of a truly classy international pro pilot. He can close the difference at any point in time. And look at that. Devnath is on top right now in no time. He was virtually 11 or 15 gates away, and he has toppled up Dapata right now at the very end of the last third lap. And the Dapata would be kicking himself in the head right now. What had happened to Dapata? He was just slacky out there, waiting like a rabbit and sleeping over when the turtle came back from behind. Wow, what a disappointment for Dapata. And Devnath will be scoring in again. Pilots who are remaining are Gremlin, so let's follow them in the meantime. Dabata is up next at 1 minute 52. Gremlin at 2 minutes 34:48. And Anand at 1 minute 59 696. We have Hornet at 1 minute 59 and 546. All right, we have to call it in for Turbo. Turbo, if you are in the first lap, you cannot complete it, please. So we have to call it in for that's the round. And please stay up in the connection from the next round. Okay, so boys, get ready for your next round, round number 7. 2 more rounds remaining for yourself at the count of less than 5. There you go. Devnath, as usual, uh, picking up nice on the track out there, acting like a true champion. And wow, what a speed he's picked up over Anand. Looks like a similar story. Anand was, I think, following Devnath last time around. And then Dabata came in, and then Devnath was behind, and then Devnath came in, something like that. But this time, Tabata has to be absolutely pitch perfect, uh, should not be giving anything away, because pilot of Devnath's caliber can really, he's not going to wait for anyone. He's not slowing down anytime soon, really in a rush to complete this round as well. So given all that, it's going to be really far away for Dabata to catch in at the moment. But interesting competition going on between Anand and Dabata, uh, who would be picking up the lead. Look at that, Anand and Dabata. Anand trying to chase Dabata right now. Could this get interesting? Could Anand come from behind? Both of them virtually at the same gate right now. We are getting very, very excited for Anand and Dabata's race. And look at that, Anand and Dabata. Anand trying to really mimic Dabata's game. One gate of difference between them. He is following exactly the same trail and trying to cover as much of view as possible for these pilots. Yeah, Dabata really, and he's finished it. Oh, wow. That was just over 2 seconds of difference between both of them. And Hornet right now is at lap number 3, gate 11. So is Gremlin. Okay, that's the story. Let's punch it in for round number 7. Devnath scoring 1 minute and 29. I think it's his best lap. Yeah, he set a record for himself and probably the best score. We'll have to see that. Dabata 1 minute 42 seconds and 683. And then Gremlin at he's still finishing up. Anand at 1 minute and 44 seconds and 605. Finally, Hornet 2 minutes 20 seconds 424. Okay, I think we'll have to switch the scoreboard as well. It was displaying, yeah, we'll have to switch that. Uh, let's see. CH. Okay, so that's it for the 7th round. And all right, so get ready for, let's score it up for Gremlin. Finally, 2 minutes 43 and 635. Okay, last round for you guys pilots. Let's start at the count of less than 5. Final round coming in for class number 2 pilots. And Devnath, oh, looks like he's crashed in. Wow, not expecting that, but look at that, the speed of Dabata right now. He's all in his best form, the best thing that he can give to this track right now. Dabata is really cruising along right now. He has no mercy for any other drone on the track out there. And if any drone comes in between, it's, I think, going to be sliced in pieces. So Anand trying to just hold on a little bit behind Dabata, trying to not get too excited. But Hornet and Dabata, look at that, that competition at the top 3. Wow, this is closing in. But Devnath again proving the metal. Devnath had dropped to position number 4. He's climbed up to position number 2. That puts some pressure on Dabata. Dabata will have to quick fire right now because Devnath is really steaming in now with less than about 5 gates away. He can really make up for that difference anytime in between now and the next lap. Look at that. He is closing in. He is closing in. The champ is closing in. And how close can he get to Dabata? That's the only question that remains. Is it too soon, too enough, too late for Dabata right now, or is it he can still achieve it or not? Maybe, maybe not. These are all the questions right till the tail end. Let's see where Dabata is right now. Can Devnath really? Oh, and Devnath did not really make it. He tried his best, but what an effort there from Devnath. And scoring in for the Bata right now, 1 minute and 40, 120. And sorry, 1 minute, 42, 382. All right, you guys are done, the Bata, Devnath, and Anand. So just hold on. Let me fix your score till you leave the server. Uh, Gremlin at 2 minutes, 22. Another at 1 minute, 51. Hotnet at 2 minutes and 22 and 638. All right, that's the end of the story. Turbo will have an X mark. He did not complete any of the other rounds as a matter of his internet disconnection issues. Um, so unfortunate for him tonight. But let's get on with the next set of pilots quickly. We'll unlock the server out here. Do not want to keep the pilots waiting. Okay, the server is unlocked. Please join in pilots. Also score in for yes. What happened? Oh. Okay, 1 minute 40. I think he's qualified. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right. So there you go. And we lock that. Okay, so rounds 5 to 8 now remaining for the last class of pilots. So let's go pilots at the count. Wait, let me put everybody in flying. Change the colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4, and of course Ouroboros is missing. So yeah, so we have 4 pilots now for the last race. Last last 4 rounds. Okay, let's get going now at the count of less than 5. View on the podium, we are stick it in for astronaut. Beautiful pilot to watch, both from an FPV and third person perspective. A very, very fast pilot. He's competed in some major competitions and international championships as well. So comes with a lot of experience. Look at the flow. Absolutely no hesitation whatsoever in doing that bottom to up corkscrew, and flies beautifully. Let's see who is following, chasing him from behind. Crude FPV. Crude FPV's feed has gotten a lot more lined in. He has practiced definitely harder this time around for this pro track, trying to establish his name on the IDRL-VIT platform, crude FPV. And then we have Rhythm. Rhythm is definitely looking in a lot of rhythm right now. Napster FPV will, he's a pilot that takes a little bit of time to get in his groove. So you can see some crashes right there from Napster, but you'll be seeing his improvements as well from the next round. But meanwhile, complete domination by Astronaut. So very blissful to watch Astronaut as a first person view pilot. Look at that. His and We are also showing these sticks, so beginners who are interested in knowing how the pros fly, you can see these two sticks out here that show how to control the quad exactly, if you didn't notice that. And that's an important piece of information. So you can watch these races anytime, and you can watch how the sticks were done. So, that's a very good feature. So crude FPV and Napster getting closer, but probably a little too late for him. But he's still made it above rhythm. That's good. And rhythm is again a beginner who qualified into the pros. So given that he's so close of a pilot like Napster, it really speaks to his performance. And a very impressive pilot. So let's score it up as we go. Astronaut NA, Ouroboros NA astronaut at 1 minute 50, 366. Napster at 2 minutes 28 at 196. Crude at 2 minutes 08 152, and rhythm at 2 minutes 39 211. Okay, let's get ready for the next race now at the count of less than 5. Last 3 rounds coming in for the night. Awesome. Pilots again, very, very fluid in their display. A mature run by astronaut out here, showing his skills. The flow of this track. I mean, it's, as soon as he's even going through the gate is, you know, gone away. As soon as we can even get to see it, that's the speed at which astronaut is blowing it away right now. And this time, although, as I said, Napster takes its time to settle in, and Napster, you can see, um, if he has some crashes, like the one that he got stuck on right now, if he does not do that, he's a very, very competitive pilot. He can be a champ. He just has to cut down on those silly mistakes, and he'll be looking out to practice it even more as he comes into the semifinals, definitely, for tomorrow. So these are some of the pilots to watch: Astronaut, Napster, hopefully Crude and Rhythm also qualify. We are wishing them all the best. But these are some of the last rounds in which these pilots will get a chance to set their absolute best time on the qualifiers. So you can see Rhythm having a little bit of a problem out there climbing that corkscrew, and Crude FPV. Crude FPV doing it much better, but a little farther away from what needs to be done. As I said, the farther you are from the gate, it takes away the time. You have to be very, very close. Keep your quad extremely tight on those turns and every gate that comes in. And Napster FPV again. You can see where we are right now. Let's zoom out a little bit, see the other pilots in the game. That's a top end view. And Rhythm, let's view him as well. Now this part of the track takes away a little bit of a speed for the pilots on the left side, as we are seeing right now. And then there is that intersection box that you have to go through. So those are some hiccups that pilots have to adjust with. But once they get that flow coming into the start gate, they can really accelerate. That's when the acceleration starts, and we have the final timings on this round for astronaut coming in at 1 minute and 46 810. Napster at 2 minutes and 09, 456. Crude at 2 minutes and 45 and 234. And Rhythm finally at 2 minutes and 43, 635. All right, the last couple rounds. Get ready on your podium at the count of less than 5. Astronaut again, the player to watch. Look at the speed that he really accelerates at the start of the gate itself. And uh, that gives him that edge with respect to the pilots. But right now, he just halted at the gates. He was stuck in there as the other pilots were really able to notch him down. And astronaut seems to be a little baffled by what's going on out there. He seems to have lost the track flow. That shouldn't really happen. But let's see, Napster out here again. Once again, he is again, as I said, if he cuts down on those crashes, brilliant pilot. So let's see so now let's see, like that one was another crash. So if he is able to do those 3 laps really cleanly and stay a little bit more patient, have a little bit more control over his nervous system, then he can really get going. So we are in tune with the FPV view of Napster. That was a brilliant track that he did. Still, he needs to be a little tighter if he has to compete with the very, very top class pilots out here. He himself is a top class, but he really needs to push himself harder. There also has to be something for every pilot to compete against every day, because that's the only way that you improve your game. And let's look at Crude as well. Crude, another brilliant pilot. He is from Team Rotor FPV. You must have seen him in the SAH series. So local boy, I would say. Lots of hopes on Crude FPV. Finally, Astronaut and Rhythm FPV. Yeah, we are missing some of the other contenders from Team Rotor FPV, like Oshikumari and Dev Web FPV. Hoping to see them, but unfortunately did not find the time for some reason. And right now, Astronaut seems to be pulling his legs somehow, trying to snail it away to the start gate. Really disappointing for him. Not a booster of a race at all, while Napster will be encouraged. Definitely, as we count in the scorings. Astronaut coming in at 2 minutes 38 and 685. And then we have Napster at 1 minute 51 and 592. And Crude then is at 2 minutes 10 seconds and 447. And finally, Rhythm at 2 minutes 45 and 908. All right, so that's the scoring. So without further ado, guys, the last round of this competition, we're about 20 minutes delayed, the closing time, but let's get ahead and complete this last round coming up right in front of you in less than 5. Beautiful flow. Astronaut does not have to, he does not just have to crash himself right now. That's the only thing that he needs to keep in mind as a pro class pilot. Very, very fluid on the track. Look at the joysticks, the movement out there, so speedy. And so are the sticks of Napster as well. That's Napster. You're seeing him. He's about 2 gates behind Astronaut, and he will be looking in to stay at number 1. Astronaut gave him the number 1 position last time around, but this time, if he can earn it from Astronaut, there will be such a booster for him. But right now he seems to have lost his way a little bit out there. Napster losing quite a bit of time around the bushes, and confused as Astronaut was in the last lap, so is Napster at this one. Uh, so crude FPV on gate number 17 right now on lap number 2, heads up with the rhythm FPV as well at lap number 2, gate number 22. And those colors of the quads, again, the track is getting lit every day. We call it lit track in FPV terms. And Astronaut, 1 minute 37 seconds, a fantastic run, very close to the top of the pack out here of the overall timings that have been registered at the qualifiers. And let's look at Napster, 1 minute 53 seconds, crude FPV. Now also will be finishing anytime soon, just about 6 gates away uh, from the last gate, finish gate. Rhythm FPV is behind him. We'll be seeing through the eyes of Rhythm as well, wishing them good luck for hoping to see if they have qualified now after registering their timings. And well done, pilots. That's the end of the 8th round, and that completes all the 8 rounds for all the 6 slots, all the 17 pilots. Well done. And we will be just calculating the timings right now, and give you a result of who has qualified for the qualifiers tomorrow, sorry, for the semis and finals tomorrow. So 11 pilots are going to get through automatically, and remaining the bottom 5 are going to get another chance. 1 minute 53. And 6:44, and then we have crude at 2 minutes 13 and 185, and then rhythm at 2 minutes 21 seconds and 465. All right, so till we calculate, spectators, you can either stay or you can stay with us till we do the calculations. You can just mention in the chat box below who are your top 5 people you think have automatically got into the semis. Take your pick, any of the top class pro pilots. So we'll be just calculating the qualifiers, the people who have got into the semis based upon their timings. And let's see if we can really do this quickly. There are a lot of timings. Yeah, total 24 timings. Well, not 24, 8, 6. Okay, lots of timings. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we'll go by pilot. That's the best strategy. And on FPV, I'll just speak out as we say it. Round number 1 was 149, round 2 135, 141, round 130, 135, 132, 145, 137. So obviously his best timing is 1 minute and 30 seconds with 448 milliseconds. That is an extremely impressive time. So we compute that as a best time for ONI. 25 milliwatts was 2 minutes and 0.1 seconds. Just quickly correct this. 2 minutes 0.1 and 1.1 was his timing. Then 207, 151, 206, 157, 202, 217, 207. So 25 milliwatts best timing, 151, 845. Again, impressive timing out there. And Nishant is at 153, 23, 154, 137, 153, 137, 154, 141. And so that means it's 137.038 as his best timing. Very close. So Nishant probably has qualified for sure. We'll fix this one. It's 1 minute 30 604, 30 and 604. And so for Shady, very, very good time out there. We'll just go with the best timing for these pilots now. It's a 1:27.206. That was his best time. Very impressive. The top timing so far for Shady. And the best timing for Kryptomite was, well, that's all 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 39 seconds. So 2 minutes and 39 seconds, 036 milliseconds. And for Eagle Eye, it was 2 minutes and 35, 575. Right. So that was Eagle Eye. And then we have Devnath. Should be interesting to watch Devnath. 129. Obviously, beautiful timing. So Shady is the first right now with Devnath following, and then Oni in the third. That's for sure. And then Dabata, we have 1:38, 7:53. That's his timing. That's also good enough, I think, to get him qualified. Gremlin, little bit edgy on the wall right now. 2 minutes 22. Yeah, 2 minutes 22. 370 was his best time. And then we have, okay, so we have a prediction that has come in. All right, a lot of people, Shady, Oni, Devnath, and Astronaut. All right, we need 5, okay, by people. Astronaut, Oni, Shady, Devnath, and Dabata. So, okay, well, if you get the order correctly, that also matters. And Anand is 1:44. Anand, yeah, 1:44, 605. Then we have Hornet at 1:46, 783. And then the best timing for Turbo was 4:31. Obviously, Turbo, if he does not qualify, he still gets a shot tomorrow. So hopefully those who will not qualify straight away, please do practice very, very hard on this track. Only one pilot from the bottom 5 will be getting into the semis. Ouroboros has set a timing of 1 minute and 40 seconds, 412 milliseconds as his best. Astronaut, let's see what happened with Astronaut. People have been waiting. 1:37, 388. Good timing, but not good enough to compete against Shady and Devnath. Napster is at 1:51. Yep, Napster at 1:51.592 as his best timing. Crude at 2 minutes. All his timings have been about 2 minutes, but the best has been 2 minutes 8 seconds, 152 milliseconds. And Rhythm finally is at 2 minutes and this is hard. These are so close timings. 2 minutes 21 looks like to me. Yeah, 2 minutes 21, 465. And yep, we got all the timings now, so it's just a matter of couple seconds to announce who has gotten in. So we'll just put a queue for our understanding. The first coming in is Devnath. Congratulations to Devnath. You have qualified in first into the competition. Sorry. This is Shady. I'm sorry. So Shady at 1:27.206. He has completed first. Then is Devnath at 1:29.266. Then is mostly Oni at 1:30.448. impressive timing there. Then we have let's see what are the other close timings out here. 137. Wow, this is close between astronaut. The next position is between astronaut 137.388 versus 137.038. So Nishant is fourth. Wow. And the astronaut just like uh, what is it 300 milliseconds behind him. Wow. It's astronaut at 5, and then 6 will be, okay, let's see, 138. Obviously, I think it's Dabata, the sixth one coming in. Yeah, let's put that in. And then 7th is going to be Ouroboros, 140,412. Then we have some of the other remaining timings are 151. Let's see, as a cross check. Okay, again, this is close between 25 milliwatts, 151 and 845 versus 151,592. So Napster coming in 8th. Okay, Napster coming in 8th, and Nishant coming in 9th. So still qualified. And then okay, let's see the other pilots, Kryptomite and Eagle, and oh, sorry, I think I made a little bit of a mistake here. Yeah, I have to go back from 115.1 because there are timings for Anand and Hornet that I missed up. Okay, so we have the first 7 positions. Then we go to 8th position is Anand. Anand comes in at 144,605. Hornet coming in at 146,783. Then obviously comes Napster at 151. And lucky for Nishant, he's coming in 11 exactly. He does not have to worry about the B mains. So 11 people automatically qualified. Now the bottom 5, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, so that's it. We don't need to number them. So again, let's put this up as our final scoring. We have the official score. Shady coming in first at 1 minute 27 seconds, 206 milliseconds. Devnath coming in second at 1 minute 29 seconds, 266 milliseconds. Followed by Oni at 1 minute 30 seconds, 448 milliseconds. Followed by Nishant at 1 minute. Okay. Well, I think I wrongly had announced Nishant as being lucky, but I think it was 25 milliwatts. So Nishant has come in well in at number 4, 1 minute 37 seconds, 038. So that's number 4, Nishant. And number 5 is astronaut, 1 minute 37 seconds, 388 milliseconds. And then we have number 6 at Dabata, 1 minute 38 seconds, 753 milliseconds. Then we have number 7 at 1 minute 40 seconds, 412 milliseconds, Ouroboros. 8th position is Anand at 1 minute 44 seconds, 605 milliseconds. Hornet at 1 minute 46 seconds, 783 milliseconds. And the last two, Napster, 1 minute 51 seconds, 592 milliseconds. And lucky for 25 milliwatts, coming in the end, 1 minute 51 seconds, 845 milliseconds. So you can look up the sheet. Those who are interested in looking at the complete timings, we will be probably sharing this on our news feed. So do look up at the IDRL news feed. We'll be posting the link over there. And yeah, that's it for tonight. So What a wonderful night that was. Hope all of you had enjoyed this one. A big, long one, but a fascinating one. Beautiful track. And it's well past midnight right now, 36 minutes. So we will once again, let's, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's now finally thank again our sponsors. Again, IDRL-VIT, a very, very nice work out there. More than the applause that you deserve. Excellent, excellent work. And Gravitas 2020 with this whole IDRL-VIT brought together in association with SAE, VIT, and Creation Labs at VIT Vellore. Thank you, spectators. Do join in. But before that, let's call out the final predictions. We have, yeah, those were it, I think. Shady, Devnath, Oni, Dabata, and Astronaut. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So see you tomorrow in the evening. We start sharp at 8 p.m., starting with B mains round that will go until 9 p.m. The similar interval between 9 and 10 p.m. For dinner and practice. And then at 10 p.m., the semis and the finals. That's going to be rocking because everybody is going to be at their very, very best. And so see you soon. See you tomorrow. Do plug in. And again, it's going to be an open to all event. Do share the links. And for now, it's all the best and goodbye from IDRL-VIT, a live session over here on day number 2. And good night, sweet dreams, and alvida. Thank you.